This majestic red brick 15th century castle very nearly escaped the country in the 20th century. Find out more about the groundbreaking history of this building and, of course, where I am in just a moment. On our house hunt today, emotions are running high.
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know why.
And top of the wish list is the double garage. There is your garage.
Wow, that looks... I think I might move into there.
Today I'm in Lincolnshire and the impressive castle standing behind me is tucked away in the small rural village of Tattershall. Constructed over 6 floors from nearly 1 million locally made bricks, Tattershall Castle rises to a height of 34 metres and is one of the earliest brick-built domestic buildings in the country, dating all the way back to 1440. Now, sadly, the building fell into disrepair in the 17th century and remained like that until 1911, when a mystery millionaire tried to buy the castle with the intention of taking it apart brick by brick and rebuilding it across the pond in America. Luckily, public outcry and some generous benefactors put a halt to the sale. But it was the threatened removal of this castle that led to the introduction of laws to protect ancient monuments and the development of the current listing status. Now today, Tattershall Castle stands safely on British soil where it belongs, towering over the beautiful Lincolnshire countryside. Lincolnshire is a large agricultural county in the east of England, which borders 8 other counties. Its countryside is one of ever-changing landscapes. The north has the gentle rolling chalk hills of the Wolds, which stretch over 40 miles and rise to 500 feet, making them the highest land in the east of England. This rich area of natural beauty is made up of hidden valleys and lush grasslands, offering the perfect home to rare flowers and wildlife. In contrast, the south boasts the low-lying Lincolnshire Fens, which have been drained by man for over 1,000 years. This picturesque network of waterways meanders through the level landscape. The county provides a large proportion of the nation's crop, and over 32,000 hectares of land are dedicated to growing vegetables each year. The agriculture of the land creates its own impressive scenic landscapes. The county town is Lincoln. With origins dating back to the Iron Age, Lincoln's skyline is dominated by its English Gothic cathedral, that for hundreds of years held one of the 4 remaining copies of the Magna Carta, until it was moved to Lincoln's equally impressive castle. Spread over 2,000 square miles, Lincolnshire's countryside offers scale and beauty and is perfect for those looking to escape from urban living. The Lincolnshire countryside certainly provides a spectacular backdrop for any aspiring escapees. And thankfully, the cost of a home here is equally eye-catching, with the average price of a detached property coming in at just under £174,000. Now that's an incredible £96,000 below the national figure. What's more, Lincolnshire is one of the largest counties in the country, so there are plenty of countryside views to go round. So let's meet today's buyers and find out why they're drawn to this stunning part of the UK. For the past 8 years, Richard and Denise have run a large guest house on the outskirts of Hull. Although they've enjoyed their time here, they're tired of the location of their home.
Unfortunately, it's on a very busy main road, so we don't get lots of peace, really. It can be quite noisy. It's just we want somewhere a bit quieter. If you want lots going on, then yes, it's fine. But we've had enough of that now. We'd just like somewhere a bit quieter.
And it's family that has prompted this move.
My son lives in Ipswich, which is a 4-hour drive, and I've just had another grandson. So the idea was to be somewhere in between Hull and Ipswich.
We were thinking of moving somewhere Lincolnshire way. There's some nice scenery around there. You've got the Wolds, and then you've got the flatter parts as well, where they do the majority of the farm working.
They have both worked in the hospitality business for some time and previously ran a hotel on the coast, but decided to downsize to the guest house because of Richard's health.
All of a sudden, Richard started to get quite poorly, didn't you? And he went downhill very, very quickly. Then they discovered that he had a kidney failure. And I had gone to the doctors to see if I could be a match.
It's unusual for a husband and wife to be blood and tissue compatible, but amazingly, tests revealed the couple were a perfect match. And in 2008, Denise successfully donated one of her kidneys to Richard.
So we've got a lot to thank the National Health for, haven't we?
And you, of course.
And me, of course, yes.
Although this move is about retiring, they do still want a home with some earning potential.
Well, we're hoping when we move still to run some type of small business, so we've just got a little bit of income coming in. We don't need a large guest house, just maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms or something with letting potential in some way.
And they have a clear idea of what they want.
I'm really looking forward to a garden that we can potter, that I can have my vegetables and my herb gardens for my cooking.
Well, I'm quite flexible. I really do require a double garage, so I can put the classic car in one side but still have the other side to put my dartboard.
And Richard has a very clear idea of what he doesn't want.
I would not like to see a church or a chapel. It's just something I don't really think I could settle in. To walk out your front door and see the facade of a church and gravestones is not something I know I wouldn't be able to...
No, you see, I wouldn't mind that. I would quite like that.
The couple are looking forward to this next chapter in their lives.
So we've had some rough times and we've pulled through it and we've decided we'd like to have a bit of me time now. We've given an awful lot to other people and we try our best to please other people, don't we? And we've decided that it's maybe about time we pleased ourselves.
Richard and Denise are fairly flexible on location in Lincolnshire as long as they have easy access to major roads. But before we start our search, we're meeting up to find out exactly what they're looking for. Well, Richard and Denise, welcome to Lincolnshire.
Thank you.
You've certainly picked a beautiful part of the UK. So tell me, why has Lincolnshire won you both over? Why here?
I think it's just, look at this lovely countryside. It's beautiful. It's got everything you could wish for.
So tell me about this move, because at the moment you run a successful B&B.
Yeah.
And you're taking elements of that with you, aren't you? So you're not really putting your feet up, or are you going to?
Well, hopefully, just do it for a little bit of pocket money, and so we don't get bored.
What's the priority? Is it the B&B, or is it a house for the two of you?
I think really a home that we could still maybe do just a little bit of B&B.
So tell me, what exactly are you looking for with this next property?
I would love a garage. I've got a classic car at the moment and it's outside in all the weathers, so a garage stroke workshop would be brilliant.
And what about you, Denise? What are you looking for with this property?
I'm looking for something that I can put my mark on, and a nice kitchen, and a quaint little garden that I could maybe have some chickens and a vegetable plot.
Sounds ideal.
Yes.
And we're looking about 3 bedrooms. Do you think that's about right?
I think that would be enough, yes.
Yeah. So remind me of your budget.
300,000.
And is there any flexibility on that?
We could go up to maybe 310, 315 if it was the perfect property.
Yeah. I mean, for this part of the UK, I think that's a good budget. Well, I think we should get started. Lincolnshire is such a huge county. Are you ready to go?
Shall we?
Yes.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Richard and Denise have a budget of £300,000. They would like a 3-bedroom house with B&B potential, a big kitchen, a good-sized garden where they can keep chickens and grow vegetables, and Richard really wants a garage. They'd like to be in a village but not too far from major roads for easy access to their family. I've got 3 interesting properties to show them, but I won't be revealing their price tag until we've completed each tour. Our last stop will be the Mystery House, where I hope they'll receive some spiritual inspiration. So who's going to make the final decision, do you think, then, when we find this perfect property?
I think with Denise, really.
what a gentleman.
Isn't it? Yes.
Yes. How lovely is that? And then I'm waiting for you, Richard, to say, as long as I get my garage.
Oh, I was going to say that, yeah. But then I thought, well, maybe there isn't a garage. So I won't say that. But, yeah.
House number 1 is in the village of Scandleby, which lies on the southeastern edge of the Lincolnshire Wolds, approximately 4 miles northeast of the town of Spilsby. Spilsby has been a market town for more than 700 years and today has a population of around 2,500. The town's most famous ancestor was the explorer Sir John Franklin, who was born here in 1786. It's a busy town with many family-run businesses and a place where farmers and growers meet and sell their produce. A 10-minute drive takes us back to our first house. Dating from the 1830s and originally a dairy farm, the property has been considerably extended and renovated by the current owners, and I think offers them what they want. So welcome to the village of Scandleby and our first property.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's rather nice. Is it all of that?
It is.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And I know what you mean.
It's a
On
good size, by the
on
look of
first
that.
sight, it looks huge,
Yes.
doesn't
It
it?
does, it does.
But, so first impressions are strong, are they?
Very strong. I'm just looking
Lovely.
at the structure. It looks all refurbed or renewed. Everything looks quite new.
All right, well, a strong start. Shall
Strong
we...
start, I would say.
Yes?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that
Yeah.
one, Richard. Should we
Yeah.
step inside?
Let's do it.
But will the house give them what they're after on the inside? So we've got a large hallway which leads into, well, one of 2 reception rooms.
Well, this is very
Oh,
nice.
this is very nice.
Very
Very
nice.
nice
I've
lounge.
spied the
Oh,
beautiful
very nice.
fire.
Yeah. Now that's
good size,
multi-fuel.
Oh, fantastic.
As you come through the door, you've got 2 reception rooms, one either side. This is marginally larger. Because you've got 2 reception rooms, I don't want to talk about the B&B too much because I want you two to be happy.
Yes.
But you do have the option then of you
Yes.
having one room and perhaps your guests having another room
Yes.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But this is working
This
beautifully.
is- yeah, so far so good.
Good. Excellent. All right, well, if you want to follow me, we'll continue
Yeah.
through to the kitchen. Now, I think this is the largest room in the house, which is never a bad thing when it comes to the kitchen.
Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous.
That's nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
lining up now.
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know why.
Well, it's the realisation, isn't it, that this is what you're looking for. This is what you've worked all your lives for, to
Yes,
enjoy. I know
yes.
it's only semi-retirement, but it's a big step.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's pretty much
It's lovely.
as we would have it. Height of the ceilings, size of the room. It's spot on.
And if this generous kitchen wasn't big enough, just through the door behind you, Richard, you've
Yeah.
got a utility room.
Yeah.
Plenty of storage there
Oh,
as well.
fantastic.
Oh, we're getting close, aren't we?
Well,
Yes.
so far so good.
So far, so good. All right. Well, would you like to continue, see a little bit
Yeah.
more?
Yes, please.
See what else is on offer.
Dare I say it, but this tour is going remarkably well. Let's see what they make of the master bedroom upstairs.
This is pretty.
It's a lot bigger than the room we've got at the moment.
Is it?
Our bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger.
It's a lovely size for a cottage.
With this property, you have 3 bedrooms.
Oh, fantastic.
The sigh of relief. I saw your shoulders drop then. Phew. Now, it's unusual, actually. You've got a large double next door.
Oh,
You've got this with a Jack and Jill bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So it serves
Oh, yeah.
both the
Yeah.
bedrooms.
Right, yes,
And then at the
yes.
end of the corridor, you've got your 3rd double bedroom
Oh.
with an ensuite.
Oh, fantastic.
I thought he was going to say
That would work very well.
And of course, there is something after you, very close to Richard's heart. Richard, what could that possibly be?
the garage for me is more important than the house itself.
Well, he's like the house.
Yes.
Well, the house is fantastic. So
Let's
if the
see.
garage fits the bill, it'd be great. Let's go and have a look.
Come on then, let's. I've got my fingers crossed. I think I'm doing well, but for Richard, the garage is top of his priorities. I just hope he likes what's on offer. So before I talk about the gardens in any detail, I've really got to say, Richard, there is your garage.
Wow, that looks... I think I might move into there.
Talk to me about the passion for a garage.
Well, because I've got a classic car which would go in that garage.
Yeah.
So in the winter months, I could actually work on the classic car, you know, when it's bad weather. So that would be absolutely ideal.
Still got one more thing, though, I want to show you. So, should we take a meander through the garden?
Oh, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
The outdoor plot is approximately 1/4 of an acre and has been divided into a number of different areas. To the side of the house is a lawn bordered by shrubs. The area behind the garage is also laid mainly to lawn and is broken up with beds and gravel pathways. So you've got the greenhouse, you've got some raised beds, got a water feature, but at the moment they've left it sort of blank. But I'm thinking chickens. Far
Yes.
enough away,
Yes,
but close enough for you to keep an eye on them.
absolutely. It's lovely.
Are you able to guess the price?
Well, it will be a guess. 280.
OK. Denise?
I'll say 310.
Oh, interesting, really interesting estimates there. The asking price is £299,950.
That's a good price.
Take the opportunity on your own this time,
Yes.
have a look, and then well, give me a shout when you're done.
OK.
Lovely.
right, thank you.
Lovely. Thank you.
Well, what a great start, but it is a tremendous property. In a way, I think this house gives them everything they want. A proper home with the chance of running a business as well. So I'm looking forward to them exploring on their own because I think this house is a bit of a winner. So for £50 less than their maximum budget, the house would offer them a comfortable family home with the potential to work as a B&B as well. It has a large kitchen diner, 2 sitting rooms, 3 bedrooms and a family bathroom upstairs. Outside there's plenty of space with a much needed double garage for Richard and an area for Denise to keep chickens if she wanted.
Oh, this is a lovely bright room.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's perfect.
Bath, shower.
Shower, everything you need. When you walk into this house, it gives you a lovely feel of a home, and that would be really nice because we haven't had that really before. So yes, it really tugged at the heartstrings.
As we went through the house, the rooms were large and it just kept giving. And obviously the garage is ideal and the garden, so it just kept giving and giving. So it's an excellent property.
How are you both feeling?
Oh, very good, Nikki.
Yeah, you
Yes.
enjoyed that?
Very much so. Very good
Excellent.
start.
Excellent first property, that one.
What a positive comments from both of you. Right, let's hit the road. Lincolnshire's beautiful landscapes of river valleys and fens has shaped its agricultural past and created the perfect environment for growing willow. Large areas of the county's marshy land have been planted for willows to make all sorts of items, particularly baskets. Alison Walling is a local willow weaver and artist who was influenced by her grandfather's heritage to create modern sustainable products. Denise and Richard hope to make their own willow garden decorations for their new dream property, so have come to see her to learn more about the industry's past and get some very hands-on experience of this skilled craft.
Alison, why is the Lincolnshire landscape particularly good for growing willow?
Well, the river valleys, particularly the Witham and the Trent valleys, were nice silty soils and well drained, and the low fields were particularly good for growing willow, and that's why there was such a big industry in the area.
We are very interested when we move here in making something out of willow, so is it possible for you to show us something?
Of course, yeah. If you want to come to my workshop, I've got lots of willow there, and we can have a go at making something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be
Great.
fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Once the willow is cut, it's factory dried and then re-soaked in a tank for a few days before it can be worked with. Alison weaves willow into all sorts of shapes. Animals are her favourite, but for first-timers, the easiest thing to make is a sphere.
So if you want to hold that, Richard, and we're trying to get it to knit together, so you need to look for, if that one's on top, we'll go over the top and lock that in. And then we can just stop there. So that's our thick end.
Yeah.
Then you can turn that around and weave in the fine end. So again, look for somewhere over, under, over, under.
The key to willow weaving is creating enough tension between the rods so they knit together whilst trying not to put a kink in them.
You put my
Is
eye
it
out,
not as
then.
easy as it looks, Richard?
It is, it just, you feel like you haven't got enough hands.
It's quite a fiddly job, but like everything gets easier with practice. Richard seems to be doing okay for his first attempt.
So you've nearly finished this one. Should we have a look at one that's finished and see how close we're getting towards
Oh,
that?
that's a good idea,
'Cause you'll be
yes.
able to weave this some more. We can do some trimming and all those
Yes.
sorts of things. so
Yes.
To finish
Oh, we're
it.
getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Obviously
Yeah.
not as nice and neat and tidy as yours, but we are getting
but-
there. You can see the overall shape,
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
not
good.
far off
No,
at
not,
all.
well, not too bad for the first attempt.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a joy. Really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
thank you very
so
much for the
Alison.
You're very
lesson.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Our next property is in the village of Willoughby, which is about 10 miles away from the Lincolnshire coast. Willoughby is on the edge of the Wolds and an area of outstanding natural beauty. It's a pretty village with a pub, a church and a small primary school. John Smith, the leader of Virginia colony in North America, came originally from Willoughby. He came to fame because of his relationship with the American Indian girl Pocahontas, which many fictional stories were written about. His house still stands in the village today. House number 2 in the heart of the village is a cottage that was originally attached to an old rectory and has bags of character. So for our second property, we're showing you something very, very different from the first.
Very nice, though.
So what do you think on first impressions? What's going through your mind when you take a look?
From here, it looks small, but I'm assuming it maybe goes, or hoping it maybe goes back that way.
Okay.
But it looks pretty.
And looks in good condition. Be interesting to see a little bit more.
All right then, come on. Should we step inside?
Yes, please.
Although the cottage is semi-detached, it does offer them plenty of space inside. So welcome to the second property. So you step straight into this very cute little drawing room. I want to take you straight into the main part of the house. Through here, in a way, is the heart of the house.
This is nice.
This is very nice.
Yes.
I'm going to call it sort of a dining room come snug reception area.
Yes,
But
yes, like a day room, really, isn't
Yes.
it, really? It's deceptive to what you've seen on the outside.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Isn't it? Yeah. Well, if you like this room, I think you're going to love what's next door.
Oh, lovely.
The all-important kitchen.
This opens up a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is lovely.
It's got a lot of character. It's fine for me. It's,
Yeah?
good. No work to do.
All right. Well, let's continue
Okay.
upstairs.
Okay.
Lovely.
The cottage has a steep staircase leading to the first floor. So, upstairs, got beautiful oak flooring.
Yes.
And this is the master bedroom.
That's quite sweet.
It also has
Oh, surprise.
an ensuite.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. So this is the master. However, there are 2 other bedrooms of a good size which have their own bathrooms as well.
Oh, excellent. In a property of this age, you wouldn't
Yes.
expect.
Yeah. And the spec in all the bathrooms is the same as it is downstairs. You know, it's been beautifully
Good
done.
standard.
Yes.
Now, the one thing you might have noticed that we've omitted is to mention B&B potential.
Yes.
So we're viewing this as your home. But we're still mindful that you're going to need a little business on the side.
Yes.
Have I sown that seed quite well?
I think so, yes.
Yes.
Have we got something else to look at?
We have. We have. We're going to go back outside because I've got more to show you.
Oh, fantastic.
The house has a long garden which is laid to lawn and very private, with a wall and high hedging to shield them from the neighbours. Through the gate at the very bottom is the piece de resistance. Perhaps we've left the best till last. So you've got a self-contained cottage here.
Yes. Pretty.
Very pretty.
looks-
Yes.
And doesn't really infringe on your privacy.
No?
No.
But Richard, in a way, this is the compromise.
Yeah.
I can't give you a garage. And I am sorry, because I know it's close to your heart. However, there are some lock-ups and some facilities at the end of the road because there's a farm And some of the locals actually rent space there.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that?
It's a compromise.
It is. Well, I tell you what, have a think.
Yeah.
Should we step
Oh,
inside?
yes, please.
So this cottage literally has everything that you want. It's even got a hot tub out the front. Nice little kitchenette, dining area.
Oh, it's
Wow.
beautifully done.
The way it works, I mean, it's perfect for a couple because it's got one bedroom, it's got a wet room. High season, looking at around £550 a week. And they can, if they choose to, rent this out nearly all year.
Yes, I can understand that. It's beautiful.
It is.
Well, let's wander back. I'll let you explore on your own in a little while because we are going to have to discuss the price, aren't we? So we have shown you perhaps a different working model because you've got your house, the beautiful cottage, but you do have your standalone business. How much do you think it's on the market for?
Shot in the dark, 320.
Okay.
315.
Asking price is £295,000.
About the same as the last one then.
Not surprising with the business
Yeah.
included
Yeah.
in it. I know it's a semi, but it's beautifully done.
I realise there is a lot to think about because we've shown you something, well, completely different. You've got your home, you've got your business. Do you fancy exploring on your own?
I do.
That would be lovely.
Off you go
yes.
then. Thank you. This cottage is on the market for £5,000 less than their maximum budget. It would offer Richard and Denise plenty of character with a large newly fitted kitchen dining room, a living room and family room, and upstairs there are 3 bedrooms, all with their own ensuite. At the bottom of the garden is a self-contained detached cottage, which is already an established holiday let business.
This is a nice bright room. It's very nice.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I like this room the best.
Yeah, I think I do. Yes.
This property has the added advantage of having the holiday let already up and running, which is great for us because we just set up and go. The downside is there's no garage, and unfortunately that was the only thing Richard wished for. That is the only fly in the ointment, as far as I can see with this property.
Having a garage is what I've set my heart on, really. But if it came to the situation where Denise had set her heart, say, on this property, I would reconsider the garage and look for alternatives.
How are we doing?
Oh, very well. I think we've seen everything there is to
Yes.
see.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Good. Well, it's the end of the day, so I think
Yeah.
tonight you two have got a lot of talking to do,
We
haven't
have
you?
indeed,
Lots of
yes.
options we've shown you, and got one more tomorrow.
Yeah,
Very
that's true.
exciting.
It's the second day of our property search for Richard and Denise, who want to move from their noisy home in Hull to a quiet rural one in Lincolnshire on a budget of £300,000. Still to come, my buyers meet their first potential guests. Oh, look. We have visitors. We have visitors. And can I get a taste for one of today's superfoods? Right.
Cheers. Moment of truth.
Cheers. Let's see if I like it. Yesterday was a fantastic day with Richard and Denise, and our first offering was certainly the pick of the bunch. Denise even shed a small tear. House number 2, with all its merits and options, unfortunately didn't have that garage. I think that time it was Richard that shed the small tear. So today, with our mystery house, it's going to give them everything that they wish for. I'm just hoping Richard can get over the fact that it is a chapel, something he's always dreaded. Our third and final property is in the village of Frampton, 2 miles east of the small town of Curtin. Curtin was the seat of the first Saxon kings in Lincolnshire and was later documented in the Domesday Book. Today it's a small market town with an impressive town hall, which boasts a statue of William Dennis, the well-known historic farmer and potato merchant known as the Potato King. A 5-minute drive takes us back to Frampton and our mystery house. It's an old chapel that came out of service in the 1950s and in 1999 was converted into a fabulous family home with a large extension. So, Our third and final property, the Mystery House. And Richard?
Thank you very much.
Especially for you, we've provided a chapel. Look at that lovely smile, and underneath, I bet your heart is sinking, isn't it? But the good news is, Denise, you love them.
I love chapels, yes.
Is that a garage?
It is.
Is it?
A very generous-sized garage.
Generous size garage.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Are
Can't
you?
wait to get inside.
Good. All right, well, let's see what the Mystery House has in store for the three of us.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm hoping that Richard will forget it's a chapel once he sees the inside. So, just off the hallway, you have your dining room.
This is nice.
Wow.
This room's gorgeous.
Yeah.
What is there not to like in here?
I can't see any negatives at all. It's stunning.
I know I've still got
Yeah.
plenty of work to do to convince you, but I'm
Yes.
going to give this my best shot.
OK.
Are you ready? Let's go through to the next room. So here is your sitting/drawing room.
Oh, that's beautiful. No, you can't complain about anything in here.
Alas. No.
Do you know what? I love Richard. I really do. I really do. Does it feel like a home to you, Richard?
I don't know. I think I'm getting a bit more used to it.
Are you?
Yeah, because this is the same as any other high-class property, really. There's no sign of any churchiness.
There's not, no.
Yeah.
OK, well, we'll keep going. Now, you tell me about this room.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow, this is Ireland.
The cooker's fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
these
yeah, so-
wonderful units. I mean, look at the size of
Oh,
it.
it's beautiful.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Indeed, yes.
You're loving this. Just to the right, you've got a utility room.
You've worked quite a miracle on this one,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, let's see if we can work just that little bit harder for Richard. If you want to follow me through here. Come through. Perhaps in a way with the Mystery House, I should have started off with the garage first, just for you, Richard.
Yes. Yep, this is what I would be hoping for.
So it's a generous size.
Yep.
Oh, this is brilliant
Yeah.
for you. You'd spend all your time in here.
This is ideal. This is what we wanted. It's great,
Perfect.
it's great.
Lovely, right. Well, on that note, back into the main house. Upstairs, there's plenty of B&B potential with 4 double bedrooms, one of which is being used as an office. And there's a family bathroom. We're going to start with the main bedroom. So here is your master bedroom.
Oh, this is beautiful. Very nice.
You've also got a fabulous ensuite,
Oh, lovely.
beautifully fitted out.
Oh, lovely.
Should we head outside?
OK.
Let's have a look at the garden.
OK.
And then obviously we need to talk money as well, don't
We
we?
do, don't we?
For the final time.
Yes.
At the back of the house, there's a large lawned area with gravel paths around it, as well as a shed and a greenhouse. The garden enjoys views of the open paddock and beyond. So we've seen the actual chapel and we've had very favourable reactions. You've got this wonderful garden, and then behind you, oh look, we have visitors. We have visitors. Now, you don't get that in Hull, do you?
No, don't.
You do get that. There we are. So enough of a garden to keep you both happy, do you think?
Yes, I think
would
we can
think so.
work. Yes, we can work with
would think
this.
so.
Yes, I can see chickens in a little corner somewhere.
The Mystery House, it seems to have delivered, but let's see how you feel about the price. How much do you think this converted chapel is on the market for?
I don't believe we can afford it. So with that, I would say the price is going to be in the region of 350.
Denise?
I am hoping and praying that it might be 320.
You're both actually quite realistic about the area and the property. The asking price is £325,000. However, we have made the owners,
Yeah.
Yeah.
notice about how much your top budget is, and they're happy to negotiate.
OK.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I hate to say this, but humble pie comes to I think it's fantastic. I really do. And the price, it's well worth all of that, really.
We were so aware that your top budget was $310, $315. We realise it is just over that. But the fact that they're happy to negotiate...
Yes, yes.
That's a good sign. I think you should both take your time, do explore on your own. I think that's so important because you've got lots to think about, not just your home, but the business. And I'm going to stay out here with the cows. I've made my friends. And I'll see you when you're ready.
Lovely, thank you, Nicki. Thank you.
This beautiful converted chapel comes in at £25,000 over budget, but the owners are willing to negotiate. It has a large kitchen breakfast room and 4 bedrooms with potential for B&B. Outside the house has a large garage for Richard, as well as landscape gardens and lovely views over surrounding farmland.
When we arrived at the property, I thought, oh, it's a church. So negative thoughts. But when we walked into the dining room, I thought, well, this is just a very nice dining room. And from then on, feelings sort of dwindled on the churchy side of things. And once I actually walked into the garage, it took me no time at all to realise it was ideal. 10 out of 10 for the garage, definitely.
I think the mystery house has won Richard over. It's something I would never have considered previously, but I think now he's actually been in and had a good look round, and obviously it is a garage, which is something he's always wanted. So yes, it has actually taken Richard's heart, I think.
It's always a good sign when I see smiling faces from the mystery house. Do you feel you've had enough time to look around?
Yes, I think so. Better than I thought it would be, by a long chalk.
I'm so delighted. Well, let's go and have a chat about it, and perhaps the other properties as well, and see what your next move is going to be.
OK.
Thank you. There is a food revolution happening in the UK, and its epicentre can be found in the heart of Lincolnshire. Despite being cultivated for over 2,000 years and being the most widely eaten green vegetable until the Middle Ages, kale, a brassica and distant descendant of the wild cabbage, is now the new king of the superfoods. I've come to meet Alex Boughton from the Discover Kale campaign to find out a little more about this apparently versatile vegetable and why it's now so popular. As a child growing up, I don't remember ever eating kale.
No, well, I think people would have viewed it as being cattle food, because it would have been fed to cattle in the past. But I think now people are really getting behind it and realising its versatility and how good it is for you. And so people are actually starting to eat it much more. This year, the UK will consume sort of 3,000 tonnes of kale.
And how does that compare to, say, 20 years ago?
We would have been probably selling 300. Over the last 2 years, sales have gone up by more than 100%. It really is a superfood. It's got antioxidants, it's got minerals, it's got all sorts in it. If you are going to eat lots of vegetables, I would include kale every week.
Andy Blair has been working on the farm for just over 10 years. Hi, Andy. Good to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
So you're the farm manager here. How many acres are you responsible for?
Well, we're currently in about a 20-acre field. We're growing about 850 acres of kale.
And am I right in thinking that nearly all the kale that we can buy, or the vast majority in supermarkets, is actually produced here in Lincolnshire?
Most of it is grown in this county, yeah.
Why? What's so important about this soil that works so well?
The soil is absolutely brilliant for growing these sort of vegetables, really, because it's very, very fine and also retains the moisture brilliantly.
And this new demand for kale has changed the way it's grown.
Traditionally, it always was considered to be a winter vegetable for people to eat. Now, the way that food trends are going, it's becoming a year-round vegetable. So we actually start planting in beginning of April and then consecutively plant right the way through till the end of July. Then the harvesting process, we're all hand harvested. And as long as we leave the centre of the plant still growing, then it will regrow again and form another harvest.
So you'll get 2 crops out of every single plant?
Yeah, well, this early crop through the summer, we'll get about 3 crops.
3?
Yeah.
3 harvests a year is a fantastic return from just 1 crop. That's great business for the growers. Alex wants to show me how versatile kale can be. It doesn't just have to be boiled, it can be added to stir-fries, soups, casseroles, salads, or even drinks.
We're going to make a kale juice / smoothie. I'll get this blender fired up.
Alex is making his smoothie with pineapple, apple, kale, a little bit of ginger, and then the last ingredient.
A little bit of yoghurt. So I'll just pour a bit in here.
Tell me when.
A bit more, perfect.
The kale will add taste to the drink and colour. I'm dying to try it. Right.
Cheers. Moment of truth.
Cheers. Let's see if I like it.
What do you think?
It's delicious.
It's tasty, isn't it?
It is, and I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but I can't taste the kale at all. Well,
Exactly.
cheers. Well done, you. Thank you. Well, we've shown Richard and Denise 3 great properties. We know there's a clear favourite. I'm just praying they're going to take it one step further. Let's find out. Well, Richard and Denise, it's been a lovely few days. Now, we have shown you 3 properties and you gave me amazing reactions to all 3. However, I think there could be a favourite in there. Put me out of my misery. Tell me which one it is.
I think, to be honest, it would have to be the mystery house.
Yes. Yes.
I couldn't help smiling when I turned around the corner and saw the chapel. Looking around the property, I was convinced it was pretty much the place we would like to be.
How do you feel about the mystery house?
It's beautiful. I think it would offer us everything that we've been searching for. I think we could manage to tweak a bit and get a business from there. And I think it would also make us a lovely family home.
So having had such a positive reaction, it sounds like, we could have found you your future home. What is the next step going to be?
We need to go back and have a chat and check our finances, because obviously it's a bit more than what our budget was. Maybe get in touch with the estate agents and see how the land lies there. But if all of that is positive, then hopefully we should be moving up here shortly.
Oh, not only has it been wonderful showing you 2 around, but I have been so impressed with Lincolnshire. And I hope you're going to both be very, very happy. Thank you both so much. We'll be keeping everything crossed for you. And if you do buy the mystery house, you know who your first B&B is going to be, don't you? We'll be coming back to see you just to double check on the standards.
Yes.
All the standards will be good.
And your breakfast. Thank you very much indeed, both of you.
Thank you, Nikki.
Well, that was great news, wasn't it? And I'm delighted Richard and Denise have found their new dream home here in Lincolnshire. Who would have thought just a few days ago that Richard would be converted to the merits of chapel living? And I hope those negotiations go well so they can start their new life in this stunning part of the county. I'll see you again on Escape to the Country. If you'd like to escape to the country in either England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or perhaps even further afield to the continent and would like our help, then please apply online at bbc.co.uk/beonashow.